welcome welcome to my speed draw slash podcast type thing, just me talking about whatever. If my voice sounds weird, it's because I'm sick. Again, I feel like I'm always sick. Luckily it's not COVID. I took a test and it came back negative, so I'm just gonna take vitamins and just relax in my room for like 2 days, not strain myself too much, probably work on some more commissions. But anyways, please make yourself comfortable, grab a drink, grab a plate, relax and unwind. I'm eating ramen. I also have a donut, like a sugar donut, and I'm drinking half and half. If you hear smacking noises, I'm so sorry in advance. This is what I'll be drawing today. It's my last commission of the spring. It's a half render Misa commission with a little chibi included. I really love how it turned out, and so did my customer. And bitch, I love Death Note, so I was like extra excited about doing this one. Ooh, this is like a good place to go into my first story time for this video. So I actually have a story time for my first like Death Note commission that I've ever done, including this one. I've only done 2. So let's talk about my history with NSFW commission. Also, if you hear any banging noises in the background,
it's
the sink
me
broke.
and your mother.
The sink broke in the kitchen, like the fucking drain broke, and my landlord is trying to fix it right now, so don't mind him. So check this out. I used to do I used to do full NSFW commissions, right? Okay. And so one time someone commissioned me to do like somebody Undertale art and I'm not proud of it. But bitch, I needed money. I was out of a job, like nowhere was hiring. I needed the money. Oh my god. Do y'all hear that? Yeah, so bitch, I needed money, and mind you, I was a sophomore in high school when this happened. So I was just trying to get a bag. Like, don't hate on me, okay? So they commissioned me to do some Undertale NSFW art, right? That's the first red flag. So I was like, okay, hold it right there, buckaroo. If you're about to commission me to make nasty art of a child, the answer is no. The answer is no. I didn't know how much about Undertale at the time, besides the main character is a kid, right? And they go like, oh my god, no, never. I actually wanted another character. Are you familiar with Metaton? Oh my god. And if I butchered the name, I'm so sorry. I literally never played Undertale. I probably watched someone play it, but I never played it myself. I was never into it. And they go, are you familiar with Metaton? And I stop typing and I just sit and think and reflect, and I go, no, who is that? And they sent pictures of this like twink robot, and I was caught off guard. And so in my head, I'm thinking, what the fuck? Like, what could they want with this dude? Like, am I about to draw this robot fucking someone? Like, do they want me to draw the robot fucking them or what? Because you'd be surprised how many people request those types of things. And so I asked, like, okay, I could do that. Send poses and what position that you want them in, etc. So they paid for 2 versions, right? So back then, I used to do not only digital commissions, but I also did it to where, I did prints and I also did stickers. So one of the things, they wanted it to be a sticker, and it was like a big sticker too, if I remember. It had to be like 8x6 or something like that. So that's pretty big in my head. That's a big ass sticker. And so they commissioned me for a sticker to be sent to them and a digital copy. So for the digital copy, they wanted this is where I think it was the most wild.
Horrendous.
For the digital copy that no one was going to see, they just wanted it for their own pleasure, just to keep to themselves. The digital one, they wanted that one to be like a regular commission, right? Like, not regular, but like censored. For the sticker is where they wanted, oh my god, they wanted his dick out, his balls out. They wanted him in a thong. In a thong, bitch. And they wanted cum on his face. I will never forget. I will never forget this day. And I remember I didn't answer back for a few minutes. I was just distraught. I logged off Instagram. Not logged off, but I got off the app, you know? And I'm just sitting there like, okay.
Take your time.
I really need this money. Like, I've always been the type of person, I like to be out and about. I like to go places. I like to shop. And bitch, I was broke and I really needed this money. I'm not gonna say how much I charged, but just know I would probably have been able to get a few like burritos plus drinks plus chips on the side from Chipotle with the money that they gave me. It was wild. When I added slight NSFW to my commissions thing, because I used to do full NSFW, but then I was like, do I really want that like attached to my name? And some people had, it's weird because some people I had that would get NSFW commissions, they would get upset because I wouldn't put my tag on it. And for stuff like that, I'm like, please don't share these messages with anybody. Don't tell them it was me. Like, I don't want this attached to me. Or if you do, I don't know, put on like Reddit or something. Just don't tag me in it or whatever. I don't know. That was a while ago. I haven't done full NSFW commissions in a while, but back when I did, it was like a whole thing. I was like, please don't let anybody know I'm connected to this in any way. Don't tag me, bro. Like, just keep it low key. And I used to not put my tag on it. This was before I had a logo. I wouldn't put my tag on it. And some people would be upset about that. Like, no, like, put your tag on it. Like, no, I'm not doing that. I don't need people knowing that I drew this. These people doing the nasty and things like that, you know? I have an image to upkeep. No, I'm just kidding. Well, now I wouldn't really care now, really. But someone had approached me one time, and you know, Ryuk from Death Note. Oh my god, they were like, I need you to draw him oiled up with like a ball gag, but make the ball gag shaped like an apple. That's some of the wildest shit I've ever heard. And I was just like, I don't know if I can do that. They ended up getting something else, but still, I was like, I remember telling my friends about it because we were on call when I got the DM, and I was like, y'all, you will not believe what I just got requested for a commission. But yeah. Wait, what was I saying before?
This bitch never remembers anything.
I was talking about, how did I start talking about commissions? Oh, right. This one is my last commission of the spring, and my commissions are closed again for now. I have like literally like 3 more to finish because they got kind of backed up, but I'll probably be opening them back again sometime in July. I'm in the process of moving and also working more hours to have extra money while I'm looking for a new job when I get to where I'm going. I'm also going to see Twice with my bestie in July, and we want to shop around the days like following the concert and stuff like that, and we want to get concert merch, so I need some pocket money, you know? This is the only concert I'm going to this summer, which sucks ass. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not saying like twice sucks or anything. I was so lucky to get a ticket at all. But there were so many more that I wanted to go to. I wanted to be out and about all summer. I really wanted to. And I wasn't quick enough getting tickets because for some reason all my faves decided they were gonna go on tour this summer. Like, damn, fuck y'all. But not really. I think it was, damn, how many people did I want to see? Rico was going on tour. Kuko was going on tour. Clara was going on tour. Goddamn, Flo was going on tour. And bitch, I got up early to get those tickets. Why did they sell out in like 10 minutes? I was so disappointed. Me and one of my friends got up like 30 minutes before ticket sales just so that we could get tickets and try and get like sit near each other in our section. And it's like once you went to checkout, it was already too late. You're like, oh my god, why is it going so slow? Please don't tell me what I'm thinking is happening. And then you refresh the page and it's like sold out. I really wanted to also go to Yoongi's tour, bitch, in my fucking dreams, because that also sold out really fast. I mean, I knew it was going to, but I was so ready. Like, I really thought I was about to go to this August D concert. It all happened so fast. I wanted to go see his show in New Jersey. I'm trying to think who else was going on tour. Pamyo was supposed to be going on tour too, but then some stuff came out about her that I didn't know of. I decided I was not going. Certain allegations against her, and then proof was provided, and it was like, oh, bitch, you're weird. I took like all her music off my playlist. I stopped streaming her songs, and it was kind of disappointing because, you know, I grew up on her music through my like adolescence and stuff. And then to find out she was like, well, okay, go look at the allegations yourself. I don't think I can say that on here, but just know she's a weirdo. I kind of always miss doing commissions after I close them again. It's like always nice seeing people's different OCs and them telling me the lore or like doing fan art. I mostly get K-pop commissions and anime character commissions, but you know, this break will be nice though. I'm taking this fall semester off and hoping to transfer to a new school by next spring. I just feel like I need to add more to my portfolio before submitting it. I have mainly character art, like OCs and some sprinkled in fan art, which would be fine if I was a character designs major, but I'm not going into that. Like, I'm going into storyboarding and illustration, and then I'm hoping to have like character design as a minor, because storyboarding is my major. You know, I need more storyboards and comic panels on my portfolio, right? I have some already, but I just feel like it's not enough. Damn, bitch, I need a water break. Give me a second. But like I was saying, I have some already, but it's not enough, and I want to add more item references as well. Book bags, shoes, books, stationery stuff, just stuff like that to show I can draw props as well, and that I understand how those props look when functioning in different spaces and stuff like that. And that's another thing. I feel like I need to add some different spaces as well without the characters in it. And I feel like with my art, I mainly focus on the character. Like, I have no issue drawing environments, but I feel like I need a few pieces of the environments by themselves. I feel like I also need to just stop I feel like I'm being super harsh on myself when it comes to portfolio stuff. And I've always been bad at thinking I'm gonna fail before I even begin, which stops me from posting a lot of personal work or even finishing original works most times. I just end up thinking like, what school is gonna see this and accept me and want me to be a student at their school? Mind you, I'm applying to at least 10 different art schools. I just have this like constant nagging fear that they're all gonna turn me down, and there's no way that all of them can turn me down. At least I hope so. Let me stop doing that because let me knock on wood, speaking nonsense into the universe. But yeah, I need to be more confident in my art and in myself, or I'm going to be the cause of my own downfall this year. And I'm so tired of the bullshit and the thinking I'm a mediocre artist and just comparing myself to other artists is toxic, and it's a trait that I've been trying hard to break, especially with the field I'm going into. Like, bitch, you can't keep crying and belly aching. Do y'all say that? Or is that like a southern thing? So the reason I'm transferring is because my current school is cool and everything. I feel like it caters more towards traditional artists, and like I've been taking 2D design classes since I got here, right? But it's mainly been painting and pencil studies and all my core classes. I feel like I've been wasting time and doing the bare minimum for the past 2 years, which isn't a good feeling. But you know, I got my 25 rule, so I'm trying not to stress myself out. I didn't even mean to ramble about school stuff for this long, so I'm gonna go on ahead and take it to the next topic because this is getting boring. So besides music, another thing that I love is movies. I am also, if you know me, I am the biggest fucking Spider-Man fan. If anyone else says they're a bigger fan than I am, they're lying to you. So a lot of people were, of course, super hyped for Across the Spider-Verse. Oh my god, me and my friend went to see it. Me, my friend, and two of my siblings, two of my not older than me, but older siblings, we went to see it. Oh my god, bro, it was so good. And I didn't know until it was too late that places like AMC and Regal were giving out, well, not giving out, but they were selling the Miles and Gwen popcorn bucket heads. And then some places they were selling the posters too. I was so fucking mad. And the nearest AMC near like my house is about a 30-minute drive on a good day. I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. But you know what? It's okay, because people will probably be reselling it online or something, and I'll just get it then. You know what? Them bitches will probably be in Five Below like 2 weeks from now. I'm not even sweating it. I'm not even worried about it. But I'm still kind of disappointed that I couldn't buy it at the theater. And knowing resellers, they're probably going to resell the popcorn bucket hats for like 2 bands, and I don't have that kind of money. I love them and everything. I don't have that kind of money. I'm sorry, Miles. And I'm just trying to figure out how I didn't know this information, because I am a movie guru. Like, it just doesn't make sense. I'm a connoisseur of movies and everything Spider-Man. So why was I not notified of this? I'm just kidding. Sony doesn't even know who the fuck I am. So the actual movie, oh my god. Bro, first of all, Miguel with his fine ass, bro. I don't care that he's a cartoon. Let me be delusional. He is so fine. And throughout the whole thing, I was like, where do I know that voice from? Because I also like Oscar Isaac, and I was like, where do I know that voice from? I know that voice. I did that for a couple people in the movie. And then when the credits came on, I was looking for these characters, and then I was like, oh my god, like Issa Rae. I was like, I know that fucking voice. And towards the end of it, again, like end of the movie when she was on the motorcycle and stuff, I was like, oh my god, it came to my mind, and I was like, that's Issa Rae. But for the life of me, throughout the entire movie, I was like, where do I know that voice from? It's going to bug me so bad. Their credits come on at the end. Oscar Isaac. I was like, how did I not know this? But I didn't look at the casting or anything. And also, I don't think all of the casting was posted before the movie came out anyways. But I wanted to surprise myself. I never really like look at the casting for animated movies until after I watch it or during the credits, because I just want to surprise myself. But it was really, really so good. Oh my goodness. The technique. Oh, movie 8. To work at Sony is is something I really want to do at some point. If you didn't know, which you probably don't know, I don't really talk about it a lot on any of my social medias, I don't think. I'm majoring in storyboarding, so to storyboard for them would be so cool. And I'm also doing character design, so that would also be super cool. That's like one of my dream companies to work for. I think working on like films would be super cool, but I also want to work on animated series and stuff. Maybe do some graphic novels, do a webcomic or something. I absolutely, definitely 100% want to do a webcomic. But everything looked beautiful. It was rendered beautifully. The soundtrack was A1. The casting was A1. The colors, the patterns, the everything. It was incredible. I was geeking the whole time. Also, the memes that came after it, so funny. Oh, it's been like a few days since I saw it at this point. I didn't want to talk about it when it was fresh off my mind, because it would just be a bunch of rambling. Like, right now I'm rambling, and you might think this is bad, but the amount of voice memos and FaceTimes and calls I made after I finished the movie,
Like, damn, bitch, shut
pray
up.
for my friends, because I wouldn't shut up about it. I'm still not shutting up about it. It was incredible. I saw it twice, and I will be going to see it a third time. And I'm going to be updated Spider-Punk for Halloween. But not enough people are talking about how fucking insane Miguel is, bro. Like, don't get me wrong. He's fine as hell. I already said that. But the fact that that's insane. You, in another universe, die, right? And you decide, you know what I'm gonna do today? I'm going to replace my dead self and raise my daughter in his place. That's fucking crazy. You are insane. You're a crazy person. But I'm glad I was in a theater of people who did not let that shit slide. When I went to my second theater, no one really batted an eye. Like, they didn't bat an eye. They were like, oh, whatever. In my first theater, we were looking around and you just heard a series of like, what? Huh? What the fuck? Because what the fuck? I'm also very happy with all of Sony's redesigns, especially with Miguel and Hobie's. They were so good. So in the comic, if you haven't read the comic, Miguel is half Irish, half indigenous Mexican. And, you know, they made him look like a white dude in the comics, which is, it's whatever. You know, I get it. He's mixed. Whatever. Sometimes you can look either or you can look like a mix of both. But that's not the first time that's happened. Any adaptation of Miguel, they make him a white man. They never make him like a Mexican like an indigenous Mexican presenting man, or they don't give him any indigenous Mexican features. It's all Eurocentric features, and it gets on my nerves. Also, Sony's character designs are always A1.
Every time.
Like, they never miss. When he had popped up on the screen, and the more I looked and stuff, and I also looked at the book filled with like day one designs and stuff like that, and everything up until this point, like the concept art book. It was so exciting to see an adaptation of Miguel where he has indigenous Mexican features and he's like darker skinned and stuff, because I feel like especially darker skinned Latinos don't get a lot of rep as it is. I could go into an hour-long tangent about, or not a tangent, like a rant about just everything I loved about the movie and everything about each character I love and the technique and all the different rendering processes for each characters and things like that. But I'm not going to put y'all through that because we be sitting here for a while. Instead, I'm going to tell you about how I was on my way to work. Bro, on my way to work, right? I left the house. I left my house an hour earlier than my shit. It takes me about 15 minutes to get to work. Maybe 25 on a bad day, but never more than that. I'm on my way to work. My mom borrowed my car
Without
the
my
day
permission.
before, right? She didn't tell me that there was no gas in it, and she also didn't fill it up. Why? I don't know. When you were using my car, like, you could have put some gas in it, bro. Even just a little bit, I would have appreciated it. I get into the car, and I notice it's on E, and I was like, okay, whatever. I know how long my car can go before it's ultimately, like, completely out of gas. So I'm driving, I drive up the street, I stop at the light, and I was like, oh, fuck. Did I leave my wallet at the house? And, you know, I need it. It has my license and my ID, all that other stuff in it. So I turn around really quick, and I go back to the house. Sometimes if I don't bring it to the house, I would just keep it in the car door, right? It's not there. It's not in the glove compartment. It's not in the armrest. So I'm freaking out a little bit because I'm like, if I'm spending time looking for my wallet, like, that's just more time passing. And I'm knowing that today is gonna be one of those days where it's a 25-minute drive because it's the middle of the fucking afternoon. Like, traffic is bad here. On my way back, when I'm turning around, I call my brother and I was like, hey, can you see if my wallet is in my room? Like, it should be in there. He says no, he can't find it. I get pissed off and I'm like, okay, whatever. I hang up. I go inside the house myself. I'm tearing up my room looking for it. I'm like, where the fuck is my wallet? Where the fuck is my wallet? So at this point, I'm getting so frustrated that I can cry because a little while passes as I'm looking for it. But I can't just leave the house without it. Police here is very serious about pulling people over for the most minor things. So I don't want to get pulled over. Like, there's a chance I get pulled over and I don't have my license on me. So I'm like, no, I need my wallet. I can't leave the house without my wallet. And so I get frustrated. I stop looking in my room. I'm looking all around the house. I don't find it. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna calm down a bit. I'm gonna look in the car one more time. Y'all, tell me why the wallet is under the damn seat. And the only reason I thought to look there was because my mom had driven my car the day before, like I said, and I was like, did she move my stuff? So I'm rushing again, and at this point, I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna be a little bit late. And my job is very serious about people being late. So I was like, oh my god, like, I'm freaking out. Practically speeding to work at this point. And I call my mom while I'm at a stoplight, and I was like, did you put my wallet under the seat? And she goes, yeah, I did. You never know who could be walking by. They could break in your car. If it concerned you that much, you could have at least told me about it, or you could have just brought it inside or something. But remember, I said my gas was low, right? So at this point, I'm thinking, my dumbass, I done left the car running while I was inside looking for the wallet. I don't know if I'm gonna make it to work with the tiny amount of gas that I have. Y'all, I was literally running on a tablespoon of gas. Like, it's not even funny. Like, I thought my car was gonna break down on the side of the road or some shit. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna stop at a gas station and I'm gonna get like $15 worth of gas and be on my way because I don't have time to be filling up my whole thing. I gotta get it and go. I pull up, I go to pump number 3. I go inside the gas station. It's like a Shell station. Immediately when I walk in, this like Caribbean dude, he was like, hey, and I'm waiting in line. And I was like, hey. And then he says, are you allowed to be driving? And I was like, yeah, duh, why wouldn't I be? And he was like, aren't you too young to drive? Shouldn't you have like an adult with you in the passenger seat or something? And I was like, bitch, first of all, mind your business. First of all, because this isn't even the first time this has happened. This shit happens all the time. And it doesn't help that I sound like a preteen boy. And I also look like one, which I like looking boyish. But I sound like one too, and that doesn't help my case. No, I'm 20 years old. I don't need anybody to drive with me. I got my license. I'm good. I'm straight. And he goes, 20? You look 12. Damn. And this is not the first time this has happened to me. When I tried getting a library card, at my local library, the dude denied me service, right? Like, he wouldn't let me get a library card. He told me I had to come back with my parents, and I said, no, it's all good, I'm above 18. He looked me up and down and was like, I'm gonna need you to come back with your parents. And I was like, bitch, I'm over 18, like, I'm an adult. I had to go all the way back to my car to get my ID, which usually I would have my ID on me, but I thought I thought I looked my age. So I go back to the car, I get my ID, I have to show him my driver's license for him to believe me. And then he was like, oh, okay. He gives me my library card. Like, sir, I don't know where you are today. I don't know if you still work at the library. I never really saw him when I went there, which is really only during exam season. But damn you, sir. How dare you? And there was like a kid and his dad waiting behind me to get their stuff too. So I know they heard, and he was probably giggling to himself or something. Like, that is so embarrassing. But back to the gas station guy. I finally get up to the counter and I say, hi, I'd like $15 on pump number 3. The dude doesn't say anything. He just turns on the thing. I tap my card. I start filling up my gas. It only goes up to like $4.50 some cents. So I'm contemplating in my head, do I have time to go back inside and like curse this dude out, or should I just go straight to work? I thought about it, and then I was like, nah, we gotta go back inside. He ended up just giving me a refund, and I didn't get to finish pumping my gas. But at that point, I was like, I'll just cry in frustration on my way to work because I don't have time to wait to argue with him and everything. I just took the L and I left and I got to my job. I didn't get in trouble, thankfully, though. So yeah, and here's a video of me looking hot and waving bye. Okay, bye.
UV キャナドお構いなしなしやってきましたよ真っ白なビーチ